Hi, Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my dear students? Hopefully, everyone is fine and having fun in their lives. My name is Noor Uzma, and today I have come up with the topic how to write a summary. Isn't it badly needed? Yes, it is. Well, before I start something, let me tell you what is a summary. Have you ever seen a movie you enjoyed so much that the moment you saw your friend, you just had to tell all about it? You didn't retell the whole movie, did you? Rather, you probably gave the shorter version of the entire story in your own words. You know, this is a summary. Well, a summary is a condensed or shortened retelling of a longer work. I repeat, a summary is a condensed or shortened retelling of a longer work. This can be a movie, book, play, or even your novel. Now the question may arise in your mind that why should we bother ourselves to write down a summary? Why is it important? Well, let me give you the answer. Let me give you certain points. Yes, it is important because it allows us to restate the key information in a way that is short and in order. Number two, it gives a person who hasn't read the book a fair idea of what would be the book about. Have you ever seen there are usually small blurbs at the end of the book that describe the main event of the story inside? No? Okay, just take your novel, James and the Giant Peach, or any of your own choice, and look at the back. Seen? Did you see a blurb? Yes, it means a small description of the main story. Tell me in the comment box, have you seen it or not? Be honest with me. Here comes the amazing side of the lecture, that how to do amazing summary. Well, amazing people do amazing thing, and I do believe in my students that they are amazing people. Now, the first thing that you have to do for writing down a summary is definitely you have to read the stuff first. First thing you need to do is to read the original thing. Now, get ready. Get ready for what? The summary is there in your own hand. Amazed? Yes, trust me. Summary is there in your own hand. We are going to use 5-finger method. Look at your hands. Look at your hands. Okay, one hand. And how many fingers are there in one hand? 5. Yes, shabash. That's wonderful. And now include your palm too. Now, how many points you can add? 6. Yes, that's good. Now, it's 5-fingered and 1 palm words method. Isn't it interesting? Now, make sure to pay attention to the 6 W's. You have to remember 5 fingers and 1 palm and have all these 6 words memorized on your fingertips and on your palm. It is who, what, how, why, when, and where. How to use them? Let me tell you. Well, quickly, let me tell you what are WH words with detail. Who? Who are the most important people in the text? Just keep in mind your novel, James and the Giant Peach. Most important people. James and two aunts. What happened? You know what happened. How did it happen? What was the method? Why did these things happen? The reason that is working behind. When did the action take place? Where did the event occur? While writing down the summary, it is not mandatory that you will find all these WH words. You may find sometimes only who and what and why, and sometimes in some chapters you can find only when and where. So you should not bother yourself in finding all WH words always, everywhere. No, but you should keep all these WH words in your mind that you could not skip anything important that is related to writing down a summary. Here comes an important point that how to summarize more than one chapter. It is a little bit tricky, but not tricky for my students. Yes, they know how to do it. Well, we must be focused on the main storyline. I repeat the word main storyline and leaving all the detailed information aside. Just cut out details, no dialogues, no description. Just pay attention on what actually happening and what the actual events are. Make sure that your summary of each chapter should be no more than 20 words. And keep on cutting down information while adding more chapters. Now, the structure of the summary. Look at yourself, my dear girls and boys and students. Look at yourself. You're having a definite structure. First head, then main body, and then feet. In the same way, my dear, whenever you are writing something, it should have some structure. Otherwise, it would look very haphazard thing. So, what are the basis of the method in 5 simple things? Let me tell you. First of all, your summary should start with a topic sentence. What is it? One sentence that tells what the book is about or what is going to happen. Someone should be there. Who is that someone? Who is the main character or characters? James and 2 ants wanted. What did they want? Okay, what did James want? And what did ants want? But then is the problem. What was the conflict? What was the big problem? That was a great hindrance in their way. And finally, what happened? How did the conflict or the issue or the problem get resolved? How did it end? Did you get that? I repeat. First, the topic sentence. Someone wanted something, but then, and finally. So just keep that structure in your mind when you are writing down a summary. Now let's have a little practice. I have taken down this very text from James and the Giant Peach. It's the first chapter. We have read it many times. Look at the main things that I have highlighted. The main character, James, his mother and father, they met an accident, they died, and a terrible things happened because a rhinoceros just ate them up. Or in summary, you can simply write that they were dead in an accident. And third thing important was he had to live with his 2 aunts. Look at this. In that very large stuff, I just took out only 1, 2, 3, 4 points out of it. So you can summarize this very chapter only in 1 line or not more than 2 lines. Really, we did it in the class too. Let's have more practice. Look at this. Keep in mind 5 finger points. What happened? After reading the first chapter, we came to know 3 major events. There was a boy named James, that is our who basically, had a happy life with his parents. That one day, now in bracket, what happened? His parents had got an accidental death. Being all alone, he was sent to his 2 cruel aunts. These are the 3 things only that happened over there. Got it? Let's have more practice with more chapters. Okay, my dear students, after summarizing the first chapter, I'm going to add further 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 chapters. Okay, after reading chapter number 2, I could get only one occurrence, that is, his selfish aunts treated him brutally or heartlessly or inhumanly and made his life so miserable. Number 3, in chapter number 3, one day a weird, strange old man suddenly appeared from the bushes and gave him a bag full of magical living crystals. In chapter number 4, only one thing was given, that he told him the instructions how to use them and how to keep them with care. And in chapter number 5 and 6, look, how did I hold the main storyline by telling that James accidentally dropped those magic crystals by the old peach tree and strange things started happening. The peach at the top of the tree begins to grow, and before long it's as big as a house. Isn't it amazing? Yes, it is more amazing than the bag full of magic crystals. What do you think? Here I did only one thing. I removed the heading chapter number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Simply, I have written down these lines, these sentences over here. And look what I'm going to do in the next slide. Wait and see. Yay! Here you are. I have just joined all these 7-8 lines all together, just like in a form of a paragraph. Look at this. No more addition. It is the same thing that I did with you one by one. If you could do this, then you know what happened? You know what happened? Let me tell you. Yay! Congratulations! If you were able to connect all those 5, 7, 8 sentences together in the form of a paragraph, you are successful in writing down a summary. You just use 5 finger and 1 palm method technique and you have written it only in 5 minutes. It's okay, 5 minutes is a little bit less time. It's okay, I can give you 10 minutes for that. So if you can do it, mashallah, you have done this summary thing. Isn't it that easy? Wasn't it in your hand? Yes, it was very much there in your hand, and you were just considering it a very difficult task. It's not at all difficult. And at the end, my dear, I would like to say that sometimes we make things more complicated than they really are because we focus on all the wrong things. Hence, focus on what you can do right now, where you are. Happy learning! Allah Hafiz!